All right, here we are. All right, good morning, everyone. This is Judge Deborah Lewis Langston coming to you live from the 36th District Court in Detroit, Michigan. This is courtroom 434, and we've had some basic conversations this morning about everyone's rights and how to get vaccinated and how to pay your tickets and what's going to happen here. And so with all that being said, we're going to get right to our docket. Good morning, Mr. Werbling.
And good morning to you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Werbling. Good morning. I'm going to start assigning people to the breakout room now. Mr. Gloss, of course, we reserve breakout room number 1 for him. So, yeah. Oops, hold on.
Hello.
Who's that saying hello? Who's calling in late and then interrupting court by saying hello, hello?
Hello, I'm sorry. I had a problem with my audio. I was on for a while. I was told to call this number.
Okay.
My name is Shakita Trollinger.
What did your last name start with, ma'am?
Trollinger, Trollinger.
Do you have a double last name, Ms. Trollinger?
No, I don't.
Then you are in the wrong courtroom. I only deal with people whose last names start with G, L, or O. Now, what type of ticket do you have, Ms. Trollinger?
It was supposed to be a arraignment on a bench warrant.
Are you sure it's not for this afternoon?
No, they said 8 a.m. Zoom, May 3rd.
Well, first of all, you're in the wrong courtroom because your name starts with T, last name starts with T. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see if we can't find the right judge for you. That would be, let's see who does the T's. Who's doing Judge Ruth Ann Garrett's docket these days? I think that would be courtroom 437. Yep. So Ms.
I think Honorable Miriam Martin Clark might be.
Martin Clark. Okay, Ms. Trollinger, this is the problem. You zoomed into you're in the right courthouse, but the wrong courtroom. So you need to. Okay, so this is, if you're going to try to zoom, I don't know, Judge. Can we have Judge Ruth Garrett's courtroom number just in case she can't get through?
Judge, it is 360-437.
No. Her phone number.
Oh, I got that too, Judge. That's
I know the Zoom.
Sorry, 313-965-2405.
All right, Ms. Trollinger, did you write that number down?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now, if you're going to try to zoom into her courtroom, this is how you would do it.
Okay.
360, once you get booted up. Would everyone please speak your phone? All right, 360-437-0000. 360-437-0000. And ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
When you get ready to, when you're booting up to the Zoom, enable your audio and video. You're going to get to a point that's going to ask you to give you the choice. Enable your audio and video, or you will not be able to hear them. They will not be able to hear you.
Okay, enable it. Let me write that down. Enable.
You'll see it once you hang up and zoom back in. You'll see where you have the choice to enable your audio and video. Enable them. Okay.
Okay, I got you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome. So if your name doesn't start with G, L, or O, you're in the wrong courtroom. Let's start again. To breakout room number 2, we're going to assign Miss Amanda Green. Amanda Green?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When I get through assigning everyone, I might as well send the thing now. I'm going to send an invitation to everyone to join a breakout room. You need to join your specific breakout room. So Miss Green is assigned to breakout room number 2. Who's on the Aristo 5 phone? Someone's on the Aristo 5, and we don't have a name for you. Sandy, do you see that?
I'm looking.
Okay, well, I don't see him. All right, Bria Gant. Ms. Gant? Ms.
Yes.
Gant. Breakout room number 2, ma'am. Craig Glover? Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Breakout room 2, sir. Mr. Latimer?
Yes.
Breakout room 3. Mr.
Okay.
Gray? Darren Gray? Breakout room 3. Diamond Garner? Breakout room 3, please, ma'am. Jawan Lambert? Breakout room 4. Kiara Long? Breakout room 4. Mark Guilford? Breakout room 4. Mr. Gomez, I'm going to put you in breakout room 7 and wait for your attorney to show up.
Judge?
Oh, Mr. Baker is here for you. Okay. All right. Mr. Baker, I'm going to put you probably in breakout room number 1 to talk to Mr. Goss, the prosecutor. Mr. Baker.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Goss, good morning if you're there. All right, so just wait for Mr. Goss to show up. Let me see who else I have here. Oh, the gentleman on Aristo 5, your name, please, sir.
Johnny Green.
Johnny Green. Ms. Court Reporter, can you please reassign Mr. Green a name? Okay, now we have Sakina Greer. Breakout room 5, ma'am. Ms. Greer, where are you? Oh, okay, there you are. All right, and Mr. Griffin. Breakout room 5, sir. And Mr. Gibson, Tierra Gibson, is that sir or ma'am? Sir, your name?
Ma'am. Sierra Gibson. Sierra.
S-I-E?
Cierra.
Okay, Tierra Gibson. Okay, Miss Tierra Gibson, breakout room number 5 for you, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So there should be approximately 3 people in each breakout room except for Mr. Gomez and Mr. Green. Let's see where we're going to put you. In breakout room number 7, Mr. Green. Hold on, let me get back to you.
Judge, before you put him in the breakout room, do you want him to do something?
Yes, Mr. Green. Mr. Green, sir, you're not properly dressed. Are you at home, sir?
Yes.
All right, would you please, while you're in the breakout room, you'll be there for a few minutes, well, several minutes. Would you go change your shirt and put on a shirt with a collar, please, sir?
Yes.
Okay, but wait a minute, Mr. Green, I'm going to put you in breakout room number 7. When you come back, just join that. Well, you can join now and then go change your shirt. You'll have time, okay? All right, everybody's all set now. I have Mr. Werbeling, you have the docket sheet, sir?
I do, Judge.
Okay, well, I'm going to put you in breakout room number 2.
Right.
Unless you need to speak to Mr. Goss first about something.
No, he's chatted me, sent some chats, and I do have all the resolutions, so I think we're okay.
Okay, all right, then we'll put
Thanks,
you in
Judge.
Mr. Werbeling,
Yes.
talk to all your clients and then we'll deal with all of them once everyone's been talked to.
Sounds good. Thanks.
When you get through with number 2, come out, I'll put you in number 3.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now we can check people in. They're off the screen. Let's see. We got Sierra. It says Sierra on this docket, not Tierra, but we got Diamond starting at the top. Mr. Clerk.
I'm here, Judge, and Carter's here.
Mr. Goss, we need to put you in breakout room 1, sir.
A second.
Mr. Goss?
Yes, Your Honor. I just came from breakout room 1.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes, I just spoke to him.
Mr. Baker are done talking?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And this is for Mr. Gomes. Yes, Ms. Greer? Ms. Greer? Oh, she can't hear.
I'm sorry, can you hear me? How do I get in my back into my room?
Well, I have to put you
enable my audio and it just cut off.
Well, I don't know. What type of phone you calling from, Ms. Greer?
I'm calling from my iPhone. I had to go into my settings to enable the microphone, and it
Well, when you boot up on Zoom, generally it asks you about enabling your video and your audio.
and
So
it kept asking me about the like Wi-Fi or
yeah, you may be having a problem. I mean,
I'm sorry.
The Zoom gremlins may be messing with you this morning.
I've been
But I'm
trying.
going to try to put you back in the breakout room, Miss Greer. Let's see if I can put you back in there. Look at your phone and let me see. You were assigned to breakout room. Which one, ma'am? 5. Okay,
Yeah.
you're out. I'm going to send you an assignment back to room 5. Okay. Look at your phone and join breakout room 5.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
this is Officer Carter. Can we go over the check-in list, or can we
Yeah,
go over it?
that's what we were just getting ready to do.
Okay.
Mr. Baker, have you completed your negotiations with the prosecutor regarding Mr. Gomez?
I have, Judge. I'd just like an opportunity to speak with my client prior to us appearing on the record.
All right, let me put you in the breakout room where he currently is. I believe I got him in number 7. Let's see, where are you on my, oh, there you are. You're in breakout room number 1, but I'm gonna put you in who's in number 7 with him? Oh, Mr. Green. All right, I'm gonna put you in breakout room number 7. All right, with Mr. Gomez. There's another defendant in there. Unfortunately, I'm sure he's not the least bit interested. Okay. All right.
Hey, Carter. Hey, Lois.
Let me
Hey,
turn the fan
Sandy.
on before I melt here. I gotta turn on the fan first. Woo.
Good morning, Sandy.
Good morning, Sandy.
Good morning.
You got Carter and Peoples in there?
No, it's Luke.
Peoples is not here today.
Oh, okay. I thought, oh, maybe that was Lewis sounding kind of weak, Lewis.
I just hiding here.
Oh, y'all don't have the fan, y'all don't have the fan going. I mean, it helps to keep the air circulating a little bit.
Yeah,
All right, at
good.
the top, Carter, we got Gant is checked in.
Okay.
Garner.
Diamond Gardner. Okay.
Sierra Gibson.
Okay.
Guilford.
Okay.
Gomez.
We
got some greens. I don't know which ones are here.
Did you skip? Your Honor, did you skip over Craig Glover? Is he here or he's not?
Let me go.
Glover.
I'm getting ready to check and see if he's in the breakout room. I don't recall his name, but I'm going to check. Craig. Yeah, Craig Glover is here.
Okay.
Raymond Gomez.
Okay.
I don't think Mr. Darren Gray.
Okay.
Amanda Green.
Okay.
I thought there was another Green. Mr. Green that came in late. Let me see, who is he? Johnny Green.
Okay.
Sakina Greer.
Okay.
Selma Griffin.
Okay.
Lambert Jawan.
Okay.
Thought I saw Latimer here somewhere. Yeah, Dion Latimer.
Okay.
Kiara Long.
Okay.
And is that it? It's only one sheet, one page, no O's this morning?
I was getting ready to double check that.
Okay.
I don't believe so, but I'm getting ready to double check it.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 participants. According to my count, let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13.
14.
Yep, 14, yep. Including one retained counsel.
said there was Shannon.
Mm-mm. There's a Sierra. No Shanna, a Sakina.
Shannon Grissett.
No. No.
Okay. Oh, because it's set to 1:30.
Oh. The last person on my one-page list is Eric Love.
That's what I have Eric Love too.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Worthing, you ready to go into another breakout room?
I sure am.
Okay. Any problem children in that breakout room?
No, Your Honor, pretty standard stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you go, breakout room 3.
perfect, thanks.
Now, I want y'all to know this is my last full week of working.
I was just gonna say, this is your last stretch.
Now I'll be here periodically. Of course, Lewis is gonna be calling me. I'm changing my phone number, my email address, everything.
So what are we gonna do to celebrate?
What can we do?
I've been sitting there thinking, and I can't think of anything safe except Zoom.
My Aunt Helen wanted to take me out to the MGM next Monday for my birthday. I was like, oh, let me think about that. Let me think about that.
Well, we Ross's birthday was Saturday, so we celebrated. Yeah, we celebrated Friday at Starters in Southfield. It was pretty nice.
The one in Southfield, I just left there. I went there last week. Nobody had on a mask. The masks were all under chins. It was just a hot mess. I said I'd never go back there again, not till all this is over. Nobody had masks on.
Now, I went to Sinbad's the other day, and number one, they had moved out a lot of their tables. So they had a lot of space in between all the tables. The chief was there, of course, eating dinner, as usual. And they had it together. They spaced out they removed a lot of tables. And when everybody walked in there, they were wearing masks. And me and my two friends, we sat at the table, we kept our mask on until our food came. Even like I said, even though I'm fully vaccinated, these people, I don't know what the deal is with them. So
yeah, they were spaced out at Starters, but it was just
yeah. Good morning, sir. Your name, please.
Joshua Grant.
All right, Mr. Grant, I don't see you on my docket for this morning. Are you supposed to be here this morning?
I'm not sure. I thought I was.
Well, that's kind of fudgy, Mr. Grant. Either you know, or why are you calling in this morning if you don't know?
Because you are the judge I am supposed to see for my tickets. I have a failure to appear because my address is different.
Mr. Grant, when were you supposed to, because you're not on my docket for this morning, is what my point.
I thought it was today.
Would you check your notice? Because like I said, one more time, I don't see you on my docket. Mr. Baker?
Morning, Judge. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty.
That's okay. That's all right. Just a moment. Mr. Clerk, are you looking at Mr. Grant to see if he's supposed to be here this morning, or maybe it's this afternoon? Mr. Grant,
Yes.
whether you are one of the defendants that's assigning because your last name starts with a G, but you should know, Mr. Grant, that I require everyone to have a collared shirt on when they come into my courtroom.
Sure.
But if you hold on, we're going to see if you're supposed to be with me today, this morning, or another day, or this afternoon. So just hold on, okay?
Okay, I will.
Mr. Grant, do you have your ticket number?
No, it's over a year old. I've been trying to find it. I paid all my other tickets, but this is the only one that's not showing up because it says I have to see you about it.
That's correct. So you paid what other tickets, Mr. Grant?
Oh, I paid my other driving tickets, every other one I had.
Okay.
I have no insurance. I have suspended license. I just had the court date on the 27th. They just dismissed.
What court was this?
This was 36 District Court. My whole thing is I'm getting all my tickets done. I paid all my cities up except for you. That's all it. Right. The ones I have with you, and I got to get this squared off because my address has changed.
Okay. Well, Mr. Grant, Mr. Clerk, can we find anything on Mr. Grant?
He hasn't given me no information yet. Tell him to call the courtroom.
Okay, Mr. Grant, take down this number and call the clerk.
Okay.
313
Uh-huh.
965 2402.
2 4. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, sir.
All right.
All right, Mr. Baker,
Yes, Judge.
are you ready to proceed with Mr. Gomez?
Actually, I need to speak with Mr. Gomez. I'm not convinced he heard everything I had to say prior to the technical difficulty.
Okay, well, let me put you and Mr. Gomez in a private room, I thought, but there was another gentleman in your, what was the problem?
I believe my internet got disrupted and kicked me off, so I'm not sure if he heard everything I had to say to him.
All right, well, let me go in there and speak with him and tell him I'm going to change him. I'm going to put you, first of all, in breakout room number 8 so that you can speak to him privately.
Thank you.
So I'm going to put you in breakout room 8. I'm going to go to him and tell him I'm going to switch him to, well, I'm going to switch him to number 8 as well.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Breakout room 8. Yeah, so Sandy, you were saying starters, they're not mask wearers, huh?
No, it's a nice restaurant. The food is good, but I'm not ready for them
We
yet.
just have to wait. I mean, like, you know.
What was your opinion, Carter?
I like the food, and you're right, you know, a lot of them didn't have, the mask on, but I did enjoy the food, but we were sectioned pretty much, not so close to one another, so I liked it. I thought it was okay.
Well, you know what? We got time.
Another restaurant is Lily's. Have you been there? Lily's in Royal Oak on South Washington. That's a nice one.
Yeah, I went to Lily's when they were downtown, but I haven't been.
Lily's.
Lily, excuse me. Lily.
Good morning, Ms. Graham.
Good morning.
What can we do for you, ma'am? Ms. Graham?
Yes.
What can we do for you?
Oh, no, I have a hearing.
Yeah, you're kind of late signing in. We're supposed to be here at 8:30.
Yeah, I tried to sign in. It wasn't allowing me to. I've been on here since like 8:20. I just wrote you on the YouTube live.
Okay. Ms. Graham, are you at work, ma'am?
Well, I'm at the Secretary of State, but I'm walking outside in 1 second.
Okay. I'm going to put you in a breakout room where you can talk to an attorney about your case. So look at your phone, Ms. Graham, and go to the breakout room that you're assigned to.
How do I do that?
Breakout room, look at your phone. And I'm going to send you some instructions in a minute to join breakout room.
Okay.
Number 7. So Sandy, you get the doubles this year. You got birthday and Mother's Day. I had it last year.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that. Wesley already has plans. He's gonna come over and barbecue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick back. Usually I work in my garden,
Let them do. I can't get to my garden at food. Yes, Ms. Graham.
Oh, I don't know what just happened.
You didn't join the breakout room, Ms. Graham. Look at the top of your phone or the bottom of your phone and join the breakout room.
Okay.
The top of your screen or the bottom of your screen. Okay.
Yeah, I told them, I said, I don't get me any gifts. I don't want any gifts. I don't even want any flowers. Just come over and cook for me and let me just sit back, kick back and chill out. That's the best Mother's Day and gift and birthday gift I can get.
Tell them if they want to give you some money, that's okay though, so you can go shopping.
To put toward this wedding. Because Usually I'll be out in the yard, planting flowers, pulling weeds, but this year I have to have a gardener come over and hook the yard up because of the wedding.
Yeah.
So
All right, Mr. Irving, I'm gonna put you in breakout room 4.
Okay, great.
Okay. Yeah.
so I don't have that to do this Mother's Day.
So you all are having a garden wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Flowers. Lots of flowers.
Yeah, I tried to get in touch with the gardener. What's her name that you recommended? Carla. Yeah, she never called me back. I called twice.
Oh, she called me this week. Oh, maybe she know who you were. You don't need her. You still need her or what?
No, I already hired somebody else.
Okay.
The way she's talking, she's gonna hook it up. It's gonna look like Cedar Point or somewhere. I said, okay, cool.
Well, if you like your services, you can refer her to me too, because I'm supposed to be on tour in September. I don't know if this thing is gonna come off because of COVID, but I'm gonna be ready in case it does, and I'll be ready in case it doesn't.
Okay, well, I'll take pictures, or you can come by and look at her. What she did.
Well, you tell me if you were satisfied with her services. That's the more important thing. Did she show up? Did she do? Mr. Baker?
Yes, Judge.
Are you ready to proceed with Mr. Gomez?
We are, Judge.
All right, let me get Mr. Gomez out of that breakout room. Where is he? There he is. Oh, here he is. He came on out on his own. Yay for him. All right. Mr. Gomez?
Yes.
All right, this is People versus Raymond Gomez on file SP 1127-5601 et al. Mr. Gomez has 4 matters pending before the court, and on behalf of Mr. Gomez.
Richard Baker appearing on behalf of Raymond Gomez.
All right, Mr. Baker, you've reached an accommodation with the prosecutor, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And
the deal calls for us, my client, to plead guilty to 1 count improper plates and to accept responsibility to 1 count blockading traffic.
On the disregarding red signal?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Mr. Gomez, neither one of those charges carry any points on your record. Understand, sir, that in pleading guilty and responsible, you are giving up your rights to a trial and or a formal hearing. Is that your understanding, Mr. Gomez?
Yes, it is.
Sir, what date did these occurrences occur?
I believe it was October 26th of last year, 2020.
Okay. All right, so on that date, were you driving with improper plates on your car?
I was.
And did you impede traffic?
I did.
And all this occurred in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Gomez, I'm going to accept your guilty plea to the no points offense of improper plates. The fine is $265. I don't believe, based on the date you gave me, that there are any SOS fees. And the impeding is a civil infraction. Where's my little cheat sheet? I think it's $175 flat out. I'm sorry, Mr. Gomez, your fine is $240 because you have your own attorney.
Oh, thank you.
All right, $240, and then the $175 for the impeding. You do the math. Was that $240 plus $175, $415, Mr. Gomez, altogether?
All right.
Are you paying that today, sir?
Yes, I would like to, please.
All right, you're all set.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
Have a great day, Judge.
Mm-hmm.
Am I all set as well?
You're all set, Mr. Gomez. I'm going to remove you from this call. It was easier than you thought, huh?
Yes.
I can see the relief, like, whew, wow. Okay.
Say it again to him. Judge, was that blockade 175? I think she went off screen for a minute. Judge? Hello? Yeah, I got information. Tickets. Joshua, right? You know. Talk to my doctor. Had a virtual meeting Saturday morning, 8 o'clock.
So you say you talked to your doctor Saturday morning?
One from Ann Arbor. He said my PVC's out of control. He said I could drop dead without no notice. You can get a form. Sorry about that.
All right, Mr. Workman, you
Yes,
can
Judge.
go to another breakout room, sir.
I sure am. Yes, Judge.
All right, let's go to number 5.
Great. Thank you. Cool.
Lewis, you were saying?
Yeah, what was that? 175 for that block 80?
Yeah.
And he had to pay it when?
Said he was paying it today.
Okay, and the other one was 240.
Yep.
Did you send me back those last show causes?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Grant?
Yes.
Hi, were you here earlier?
Yes.
Okay, do you still have a shirt with a collar on it?
Yeah, I forgot saying that. And
Huh?
maybe he.
I don't. I'm actually not at home right now, but I can get one.
Sandy.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that, but he was had an issue with his tickets. Judge may handle him. I'll see if she handle him. If not, we just got to.
You said if not what?
All is well.
Oh, good. Okay.
Mr. Grant?
Yes.
All right, I see that you're back. Mr. Clark, what did you determine for Mr. Grant?
We got some he got 4 outstanding tickets. I got a recommendation on it. I just sent it to you.
Was he supposed to be here today?
No, he wasn't supposed to be here today because he had 2 things in one stats and a couple of things back in February. I don't know why it never was scheduled back in February last year. It's just pending, sitting out there. So that's what Mr. Grant is talking about, stuff just sitting out there. He never got a date or whatever. Well, I'm not showing that a date went out. So I was trying to resolve this matter.
All right, so Mr. Grant, if you're at home, please, sir, go put on a shirt with a collar. It could either be a dress shirt or a polo shirt with a collar, okay? Come back, we'll put you in a breakout room. Have you sent those recommendations to Mr. Werbling?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Grant, did you understand what I just said?
Yes, I'm about to go get a shirt. I'll be back in a second.
All right, when you come back, I'll put you in a breakout room.
Okay.
All right. Well, actually, I'm going to put you in a breakout room now. When you come back, that's where you'll be.
Okay.
So hold on just a moment. Let me.
All right, I gotta go get a shirt. Find a shirt.
Hold on. Oh. Mr. Grant, didn't I say hold on? Just a moment. Let me assign you to the breakout. Look at your phone and go to breakout room number 7. Look at your phone and join breakout room 7. Okay.
But I need to add him down. Yeah.
So our 825 review didn't show up. Had he complied? Is that Lewis?
He didn't comply, Judge.
Okay.
Because he never showed up.
Okay. All right. Well, hey.
That's how you can tell. They don't show up, they ain't fly.
Miss Graham and Mr. Grant. I'm just trying to update my docket sheet.
Case number for Grant.
Yeah.
SP 107245112. Well, I sent you a recommendation. It has it on there.
I'm not looking at the recommendations.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 107245.
12.
What's the charges?
That's no insurance.
That's all?
And then he got a count. That was count 2. Then he has a count 1 to that same ticket. The driver license never acquired.
He paid that? He couldn't pay that.
All these are pending.
Oh, okay. Okay. Never acquired.
Right.
No registration?
Wait, something right. And then we have SP.
Wait. What's the date? What's the date on that ticket?
August 16, 2019.
Okay. Okay, and who else does he have?
I got lost. I gave you no insurance and I gave you no driver's license required, right?
Right.
Okay. Then you got SP 10724551511 rather. That's drove while license is not valid or improper. And then you got 512, case ending in 512. And that's no insurance.
Oh, okay. Now, what did he, what did he got all these tickets on the same day?
All of them with, well, no.
Who was the officer?
The 511 and the 512 were March 2020. And the other two, August 16, 2018.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he's offering improper plates and failed to display.
Now he said, wait. Improper plates. Wait a minute. I had a question I was trying to ask you. Mr. Grant indicated he had paid did he pay up a bunch of civil infractions?
I ain't even looking into that. All I look at is what he had open is affecting his driver's license.
Okay.
So he agreed to try to deal with these matters because they're open. That's what I told him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So he was offered IP and FTD. All right. I just want to know, did he get some civil infractions on the same day? And did he pay those civil infractions? Because normally, you know, we if they paid off, some people get ahead of themselves. They pay off the civil infractions, so which we would have ended up dismissing normally. So I'm not trying to double dip them.
Okay.
People need their money. Mr. Werbling.
Yes, Judge.
All right, we sent some other people into that last breakout room.
Okay.
I think you got the recommendations for them.
I did. Yes, I got. Yeah.
There should be Green, Grant, and Graham.
Okay.
There's nobody in 6, so we're gonna move you to number 7.
Okay.
Okay.
And Green, Grant, and Graham. Those are the last 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Looks like
okay.
it.
And then I got a new. Okay. And then I was emailed some new offers for those individuals. Yep, I got it, Judge. I got the email as well.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll go in there. Okay. Thanks, Judge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It looks like there was a couple of civil infractions. Count 1, 2, and 3. SP 109. I'm sorry. Ready?
Yeah.
SP 101-66921. Let's count 1, 2, and 3. Expired plates. Failed to secure load. And 2. It was 2 failed to secure load. And they're closed out.
When did he get those? August 16, 2018. Oh, 2018. Because August 16, 2019, he got 2 of the 4 tickets that are still pending. Is that right? Okay.
Right.
So
the other 2 misdemeanors that he got August 2019.
Okay. Okay. All right, T. All right. I got clarity now. Okay. I'll see y'all when Mr. Werbling gets through talking to these folks. Hey, Sandy.
Yes. Now you're on mute.
I said, how do you like this system?
System.
Well, we talked to the House Counsel talks to everybody before we bring everybody out.
Yeah, it is organized.
Yeah, and it gives you a chance to do whatever you need to do to get yourself together. Like, you know, Lewis is able to look up cases for somebody that zoomed in, is not on the docket and that kind of stuff without a whole bunch of people staring down your throat.
Right.
Right.
It's a lot less disruptive because while we're waiting, that gives other people time to zoom in, the latecomers, and they're not, coming in during the proceedings.
Don't worry, it's gonna be one.
Yeah, but they down on it.
They'll be coming up from their bed pillow like this. Well, oh, I'm on Zoom. I'll be back.
So
Mr. Clerk, or Mr. Goss, I have in my hand a recommendation for someone. I can't understand their last name. Looks like the first name is Shanna. I don't know if this last name starts with a O, a L, a G. It looks like a C. Mr. Warbling, do you have that recommendation in your hand as well, sir?
I think it's
What was the
a
last
G.
name? I'm sorry, Judge.
I think it's a G, but I don't see her on the docket. That's the one I was asking you about.
If that doesn't look like a G to me, it looks like a C. I don't know what to make of that first letter, but I don't see if it is her. If it starts with a G, I don't see anybody named Shanna in the G's. And nothing. And I don't see this name on my list at all. Can you look at that file number?
Yeah, let me grab it.
Okay, I've got the file number here on the recommendation.
Let me put it.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, 2455-7681.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She's supposed to be at 1:30.
What's her last name?
Grisette. Grissette.
Oh, goodness. Phew. Come on, Ebony. You got your handwriting got to be better than this. Okay, that's Grisette. All right, she's a 1:30, huh?
1:30.
So I can just toss this then, because she won't come back up for another couple of weeks. If she got 1:30. Okay, we're all set then. I got all my recommendations. It took a while to print them all out. And Mr. Worbley, if you talk to everyone, sir?
Yes, Judge, it appears that I have, yes.
Do we need to clarify on anyone have some state matters that need to be dealt with before we come back out?
The only one was, I had Kira Long, she has a license now, but they were dismissing everything except the license, and they were giving her a blockading.
Well, she's second from last on my list.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just gonna march straight down.
Yep.
Does she have anything she'll be pleading to, Mr. Warbling?
We would like to do the blockading. That would be something she wanted to take advantage of.
So she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What was the? I've got a recommendation for her, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So she's gonna plead guilty to fail to display, responsible to blockading, and 1, 2. Okay, well, I'll get to her then.
No problem.
Long wait for her.
No problem.
Today I'm starting at the top. Other days I start at the bottom. So
right.
Just trying to make it fair. Okay, we're gonna bring everybody out of the breakout room, so they'll all be coming back on screen in about 60 seconds. Are there any recommendations of probation for anyone, Mr. Warbling?
No, Judge.
Any Michigan Defensive Driving School recommendations?
I didn't see that.
Okay. Boy. right, welcome back, everyone, from the abyss. Everybody all right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Everybody, mute your phones. Now, what we're about to do now is to put some recommendations on the record. Find you and send you on your way. Okay. I'm going to do my docket in alphabetical order this morning, starting at the top. So I'm sorry, the people whose names start with L is going to be a little wait today. I mix it up. Sometimes I start at the bottom. Sometimes I start at the top. Sometimes I start in the middle, so that not all the people are always last. So today we're starting at the top. And right at the top, we have people versus Bria Gant. Everyone, please mute your phone except for Miss Gant. This is file number U399-61017. Ms. Gant has 3 matters pending before the court: disorderly conduct, never having a driver's license, and no insurance. And ma'am, your name for the record?
Excuse me?
Ms. Gant, unmute your phone.
I'm here.
All right, your name, please, ma'am, please be still.
I'm trying to close the door so my kids won't come out there. I got 3 little boys.
Ms. Gant?
Yes.
Are the boys being disruptive right now?
Yes, but the door closed. I got time to talk.
Okay, all right. So bring the phone down to your face. There you, well, yeah, and just sit still. Just sit still. I know this is hard to do. My laptop went berserk last week and I had to zoom in on my phone. I was like, this is hard. So I appreciate what you all are going through. All right, ma'am, for the record, your name, please.
Bria Gant.
All right, and on behalf of Ms. Gant.
Good morning, Ben Wordling, P64889 on behalf of Ms. Gant.
All right, Ms. Gant, you have 3 matters pending before the court. It's my understanding that the prosecutor has amended all these matters to no points offenses. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
And in addition, he's also offered to dismiss a 3rd count. Ms. Gant, how are you pleading, ma'am, to fail to display valid driver's license and driving with improper plates?
And Judge, I didn't mean to interrupt. Mr. Goss did indicate that he would dismiss the improper plates, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right, Ms. Gant, how are you pleading to fail to display a valid driver's license, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And Mr. Clerk, can I have a date of the incident for Ms. Gant? And Ms. Gant, you understand that in pleading guilty, you are giving up your rights to a trial and all the rights you would have had you gone to trial, as I enumerated earlier. Ms. Gant?
Yes.
You understand you are giving up your rights to a trial by pleading guilty?
No, was I pleading not guilty then? It's my first time ever doing this. I don't know what I'm.
Ms. Gant, are you paying attention? Weren't you on? You were on this screen. Ms. Gant.
I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm saying. This is my first time ever going through this type of stuff.
You need to pay attention in, which right now you're not. Brain and gear. I don't know if your mind is on the kids, but right now you're in my courtroom. First of all, you're really improperly dressed, Ms. Gant, but we'll let that slide for now. What I asked you, Ms. Gant, is how do you plead to fail to display a valid driver's license? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
All right, then Ms. Gant, we will set this matter for trial. Can we have a trial date for Ms. Gant?
Yes. May 28th.
All right, so Ms. Gant, on May the 28th, you need to zoom back into the same courtroom again for a trial. On that date, if you cannot afford your own attorney, House counsel will be available to assist you. It won't be Mr. Werbley, it might be, but chances are it won't. All right?
Okay.
Any questions, ma'am?
No.
You will not, I don't think you'll get another notice in the mail. May the 28th at 9 o'clock, ma'am. Zoom back into this courtroom.
Okay.
All right, May the 28th. Okay. All right, trial. People versus Diamond Garner on file SP 11341461. Ms. Garner has 3 matters pending before the court. No registration, no insurance, no driver's license. Ma'am, your name, please.
Diamond Garner.
And on behalf of Ms. Garner.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Rubin on behalf of Ms. Garner.
All right, Ms. Garner, the prosecutor has reviewed your file and he's recommending dismissal of counts 1 and 2. That would be, where are we here? No registration, no insurance, and he's offered, he wants you to plead guilty to, this count 3, driving without a valid driver's license on your person. Is that what you're understanding, Ms. Garner?
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting my license back. This hopefully when I get it to the secretary.
Ms. Garner, is that your understanding that he's going to move to dismiss 2 and you're pleading guilty to 1 count of no driver's license on person?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Garner, you understand that in pleading guilty, you are giving up your rights to a trial and all the rights you would have had you gone to trial.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Garner, November 17th of last year, were you driving without a driver's license on your person?
Yes, I didn't have my license on me, but I did have driver's license, but now they suspended, so it don't even matter, but no.
Ms. Garner, you know what? TMI, TMI, TMI. People, I don't need to know all your business. I don't want to know all your business.
Okay.
Okay, just, you know, I try and make this as easy as possible, but some of y'all want to get some stuff off your chest. I understand that. But please just answer my question so we can move on and I don't have to stop and give this crazy lecture over and over and over again. Okay.
Yes,
Ms. Garner, so Ms. Garner,
to my registrations.
I asked you nothing about registration. That's being dismissed. Now, Ms. Garner, the prosecutor offered to dismiss 2 matters. Mr. Goss, are you available, sir? Mr. Werbeling, did you all discuss kicking that no ops down to a FTD? Mr. Werbeling,
He did not make mention of that, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, what?
He didn't bring that up, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Goss, are you available? I'm going to ask him if there was a reason why he didn't kick it down to a FTD.
He's in another courtroom.
Oh, Ms. Garner, you say you have a driver's license. When was it suspended?
I think he got suspended around Allen Park. I had to wait to go to court for Allen Park. That's why when I got back on
Ms. Garner,
I think
what date?
I think it was in November, December of last year.
Okay. All right. I'm going to kick this down to fail to display. That's no
Thank
point.
you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Garner.
Yes.
The fine is $265. I don't think you owe any SOS fees. Did you post a bond, ma'am, with the court?
No, I don't think so.
So are you paying this $265 today?
And cash?
Cash, credit card, debit card,
Yes,
firstborn child?
I can pay it off my debit card.
Okay, that's fine. Just give us an hour or 2 to update your file before you try to pay it, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set. I dismissed 2 of the matters and I dumped the 2 points offense down to a 0 points offense, Ms. Garner. So you're paying that today and we're all set. I'm going to remove you from the call.
Okay, so all I got to do is call the number that you told us to call earlier for payment?
Correct. You can do,
okay.
Yep. Give us an hour or 2 to update your file.
Okay, and then I can pay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
People versus Alicia Garden. Not here. Show cause to be issued for her. People versus Sierra Gibson. Ms. Gibson.
Hi, how you doing?
All right. All right. This is Sierra Gibson on file SP 4837811. Ms. Gibson,
Yes.
charged with driving with improper plates. And for the record, your name, please, ma'am.
My name is Sierra Gibson.
Yeah, on behalf of Ms. Gibson.
Ben Rubin on her behalf, Your Honor.
Okay. there was a recommendation that well, I don't even have a recommendation for Ms. Gibson. This is improper place. That's about as low as it can go.
Yeah, and Judge, she indicated this was an adjudicated case and she performed community service.
Oh, so this is
Salvation Army.
This is the review.
I believe so, Judge.
Mr. Clerk, can we please pull up and see what Ms. Gibson was supposed to do?
I will have to call Ms. Green. When did she complete it?
Ms. Gibson, when did you complete your community service?
Well, I got the ticket back in 2017, I believe.
Ms. Gibson, when did you complete your community service?
I'm not for sure. They kept all the paperwork. It was back in 2017. Salvation Army. I had to do community service at the Salvation Army on 4th Street.
And you didn't get any paperwork showing that you've done your community service?
No, they said they was gonna send it to my probation officer at the 36th District Court. I think I had Miss Green or Miss Greer or something like that.
Miss Gibson, how old are you?
I'm 27.
And you can't do no better than this? They said they was gonna send it. I don't have copies. They said this and they said that back in 2017. You sound like a 15-year-old. How come you don't have anything, no paperwork showing anything that you were supposed to do? And why are you coming here 4 years later, Ms. Gibson? Oh, I did it already. Like it was last week. It was 4 years ago, maybe.
Because I got sick in the Salvation Army, man.
Ms.
It was in the judge note.
Ms. Gibson, you making me angry. I'm going to remove you from the call. I'm going to have you call the courtroom. Mr. Clerk, get a hold of her probation officer. We'll see what Ms. Gibson has and hasn't done. But right now, she's full of it. Okay, Ms. Gibson, goodbye.
Judge?
Yeah.
Judge.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind now.
What? Have her call. Ms. Gibson, call the courtroom, 965
She hasn't complied with the too far as what Ms. Green said. She don't have any updated information. I do have a letter in the file from Henry Ford saying that she did go to the hospital for some reason back in 2018, but there is nothing updating stating that she completed the community service. And I just verified that with Ms. Green.
So Ms. Gibson, what say you to that?
I'm sorry?
Ms. Gibson?
I'm sorry?
Did you hear what the clerk just said?
Yes.
That you have not completed your community service?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is this big tale you're telling me about you did complete your community service?
I believe I did, but I mean, I guess they don't believe so. So I got sick at the Salvation Army.
Well, that was in 2018. Have you recovered?
Huh?
Huh? Have you recovered?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your excuse for not completing your community service? Call the courtroom, Ms. Gibson.
Tell her that.
Something must be wrong with her. People versus Mark Guilford. On file number SP 11314372. Mr. Guilford has two matters pending before the court: driving an untitled motor vehicle and improper equipment. Mr. Guilford, please unmute your phone, sir. Mr. Guilford. Looks like he's frozen.
He did not have a very good connection, Judge, when I was interviewing him.
Ms. Court Reporter, would you send him a chat, please? Or recall him. Okay. All right, Mr. Guilford, unmute, please, sir. Mr. Guilford. Mr. Guilford. Oh, boy.
Yeah, he just needs to unmute his phone. He has audio.
Mr. Guilford, unmute your phone.
Judge,
Mm-hmm.
can I have 60 seconds? I need to go unlock the door for somebody.
All right, we'll wait.
I sent him a chat, Your Honor, as well.
Okay. Okay. He can't look at the chat because he's driving. My first thing is pull over to the side of the road. Pull over. That's probably why he's getting such a lousy signal.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
Okay, is Mr. Glover here? Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Okay, this is People versus Craig Glover on file U8129-311. Mr. Glover has 3 matters pending before the court. What is MIN in public? What charge is that, Mr. Warbling? Minor in public during school hours?
I believe so, Judge. I think that's accurate.
Okay, Mr. Glover has driving license suspended and drug and narcotics violation. And sir, your name for the record?
Craig Glover.
Mr. Glover, you're in a pretty bad spot. The light is shining on the back of your head and I cannot make out your face. Can you move to a different spot, sir? Are you on your phone, Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Okay. Well, just turn around and face the light where you were. Let's see if that would work out. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Okay. All right, Mr. Glover, your name for the record?
Craig Glover.
Okay. And for Mr. Glover?
Ben Warbling on his behalf, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Glover, you have 3 matters pending before the court. The prosecutors offered to dismiss 2 of them, the driving suspended and the drug violation, and he wants you to plead guilty to, what is this, fail to display? So, no, he's dismissing the minor in public. When did you get that ticket, Mr. Glover?
I received that ticket in.
What year were you 17? 16?
That was December 22nd, 2011.
Why did it take you 10 years to take care of it? What happened in the interim? Did you go to jail?
No, I'm telling you, I was going to tell you, I was on my way walking to the store with a friend and some cops pulled up on us and just pulled us over for no reason. So that was
you
that
look
story.
like you was 11 years old. That's why what time of day was this?
It was probably 10 o'clock at night.
Well, that's why, Mr. Glover, you're out past curfew. And how old were you? 17.
17, 18, I believe.
No, there's only one age where they can really pull you over for a curfew violation in Detroit, and that's 17. If you're 16, you go to juvie court. If you're 18, you're not considered a minor, so you don't get a ticket. So you were 17 at the time. Now I asked, what happened after that ticket? Why didn't you come? You didn't come to court for it. So what's happened in the last 10 years, Mr. Glover?
The last 10 years, I believe I've got traffic tickets.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You believe you got traffic tickets, or you know for certain you got traffic tickets?
No, I got traffic tickets, man.
So what is this all? I believe I got traffic. What's all that about?
Nothing. I don't know. I believe that I'm here for my traffic tickets. I didn't know about the minor in public. Like you said, it was over 10 years ago. So.
Well, you got it 10 years ago, but you just ignored it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Were your parents notified too? I'm sure they had to make some sort of response.
Yes, I notified my parents what happened because of that situation. Yes.
Did you graduate from high school, Mr. Glover?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Because most kids out that late at night or later, they don't graduate because They ain't in the bed at night. They can't get up and go to school the next day.
Ma'am, I was on my way walking to the store to get snacks to go home and watch a movie with my mother. I'm not understanding what you're indicating, but
I'm
I graduated.
indicating, Mr. Glover, I'm indicating this. I'm not indicating anything. I'm telling you this, that you weren't allowed by law to be out on the street after 9 o'clock without a parent or a guardian. I don't care if you were going down the street to buy some shrimp ooh la la, don't matter. Snacks, no.
Yeah.
Cigarettes, no. You are not allowed on the street when you're 17 after 9 o'clock on the weekday, 11 o'clock on the weekend. Okay, so.
Yes, ma'am. I'm 27 now, so I got it.
Okay, now you can go wherever you want to go. Do what you want to do. All right, so Mr. Glover, we're dismissing the 2011 ticket that you never showed up on. That's the minor in public. And you're pleading guilty to improper plates. And the narcotic violation is being dismissed as well. Okay, is that your understanding?
Yes.
So Mr. Glover, when did you get this ticket for driving suspended?
March 26, 2016.
All right. So on that date, were you driving without a valid driver or without improper plates on your car in the city of Detroit?
No, that was no license.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong name. You on that date, you failed to display a valid driver's license when you were asked to by the police. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that occurred in the city of Detroit, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Glover, the fine is $265 for the offense. I'm pretty sure there's a $45 reinstatement fee on at least two of these matters. So that's $355. Mr. Glover, did you post a bond, sir?
No, I paid off my tickets and off my warrants.
Mr. Clerk, does Mr. Glover have an open bond with the court?
I do know he only owes 2 SOS fees for right now. He does have a $100 open bond on one of the U tickets, which is usually equate to about $100 per bond. Let me verify the other tickets. Yeah, it's $300.
Yes, $300 bond?
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Glover, the fines and costs on this matter total $355. You have a $300 bond.
Actually, one of them is a $100 10% bond.
So it's only $90? $290?
That's correct.
Okay, so we will apply $290 to your $355 total, leaving you a balance of $65. Mr. Glover, are you paying that today?
You said so what's my balance again, ma'am?
$65.
Yeah, I can pay that today.
Okay, give us a couple hours to update your file. Pay that online or at that toll-free number. You're all set, sir.
All right.
Don't take 10 years to come to court next time.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Did Mr. Gomez. People versus Tiana Graham. I don't, Mr. Wordwing, do you have a recommendation for her? Oh,
that may have been, no, it wasn't the secondary one, Judge. Let me see.
Okay. So we did Mr. Gomez, he's retained counsel. Miss Graham. Did Mr. Guilford ever manage to unmute his phone? Nope. Okay. All right, Miss Graham.
Hello.
All right, People versus Tiana Graham on file 19-4578-521. Miss Graham charged with driving with improper plates. And Miss Graham, your name for the record?
Tiana Graham.
And for Mr. Worbley on behalf of Miss Graham?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Worthing on behalf of Ms. Graham.
Okay. Was there a recommendation made for her?
It was, Judge. I see that on my email, it's on page 4 that they were the city was willing to amend the matter to failure to display.
Okay. All right, Ms. Graham, that charge carries no points on your driving record. How are you pleading, ma'am?
Guilty.
And you understand that in pleading guilty, you are giving up your rights to a trial and all the rights you would have had you gone to trial.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Graham, back in 2019, were you driving with an invalid driver's license in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to accept your guilty plea to the amended charge of failure to display. The fine is $265. I'm pretty sure you owe the Secretary of State $45. So that brings the total to $310. Ms. Graham, are you paying that today, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Give us a couple hours to update your file and you can go online or call that toll-free number. You're all set? You're welcome, ma'am. I'm going to remove you from the call.
I was the easiest call.
People versus Darren Gray.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gray, I skipped over someone. I kept looking and this is not right. People versus Craig Glover. Where's Mr. Glover? Didn't we call him earlier? Where's Mr. Glover?
Yes, we did, Judge.
Oh, okay. So he's all dealt with. All right, so Mr. Glover, Mr. Gomez, Ms. Graham. All right, people versus Darren Gray.
Yes.
On file number SP 11264771, Mr. Gray has 3 matters pending before the court: improper plates, no title, and driving with never having acquired a driver's license. And sir, your name for the record?
Darren Gray.
Okay. And for Mr. Gray?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Worthing on behalf of Mr. Gray.
All right, Mr. Gray, the prosecutors offered to dismiss these 2 matters in exchange for your guilty plea to fail to display, which is a no points offense. And how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
You understand that you are giving up your rights to a trial when you plead guilty?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Gray, October 30th of last year, were you driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
When the officer stopped you, were you able to give him a valid driver's license?
No.
All right, Mr. Gray, I'm going to accept your guilty plea to the amended charge of fail to display a no points offense. The fine is $265. Does Mr. Gray owe any SOS fees, Mr. Clerk?
No SOS fee.
Great. All right, Mr. Gray, did you post a bond in this matter?
No.
All right, so are you paying this $265 today, sir?
Yes.
All right, give us a couple of hours to update your file. Mr. Gray, you're all set. I'm going to remove you from the call.
Okay.
Mr. Guilford, unmute, please, sir. All right, well, stuck again. We'll move on. People versus Amanda Green on file Z 8081281. Ms. Green charged with driving drunk with high blood alcohol content. Ms. Green, please unmute and please place your appearance on the record.
Yes, yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Your name, please, for the record.
Amanda Denise Green.
Okay, Ms. Green. And on behalf of Ms. Green?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Worthing on behalf of Ms. Green.
Right, Miss Green, looks like you picked up a charge of drunk driving on Christmas Eve of last year. Not only was it drunk driving, it was driving with high blood alcohol content. So, Mr. Werbling, it looks like the prosecutors offered to knock that down to straight up drunk driving.
That's correct, Judge. I discussed that with Ms. Green. She's rejecting that offer. I didn't know if we could set it for a final pretrial.
No, we're going to set it for trial.
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Green, we are maintaining your not guilty plea. We'll set this matter for trial. On your trial date, if you cannot afford your own attorney, House counsel will be available to assist you. It probably will not be Mr. Werbling. You, of course, are free to hire your own attorney to represent you. Okay.
Yes,
and we
ma'am.
have a trial date for Ms. Green.
May 28th.
May the 28th, Ms. Green. On that date, be sure to have any witnesses that can testify on your own behalf. Zoom in at 9 o'clock, ma'am, okay?
Okay, you said May the 28th, 9 o'clock. On the witnesses, do they need to be on their own phone or do they need to be here with me or?
No, they need to be on their own phone.
Okay.
Okay, or their own laptop or whatever device, yeah. But definitely not there with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, we'll see you on the 28th of May.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. People versus Johnny Green on file SP 11276571. Mr. Green charged with no insurance and allowing an unlicensed driver to drive his car. Sir, for the record.
Not guilty.
Your name, please, sir.
Johnny Green.
All right, thank you, Mr. Green. And on behalf of Mr. Green.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werbling on behalf of Mr. Green.
Okay, and Mr. Green wants to maintain his not guilty plea, is that correct?
That is correct, Judge.
All right, sir, we'll enter not guilty on your behalf. And can we have a trial date for Mr. Green?
5/28.
I'm sorry, what?
5/28.
May 28th, Mr. Green at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And sir, if you cannot afford your own attorney, House counsel will be available that date to assist you. Just be sure to Zoom it on at the same number or the same Zoom ID on the 28th at 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, bless.
Mr. Guilford, before we lose you again. People versus Mark Guilford. Sir, your name for the record. Just messed up.
Judge.
Okay, well. People versus Joshua Grant. On file SP 10724512. Et al. Mr. Grant has 4 matters pending before the court. 2 counts of no insurance, 1 improper license, and 1 never acquiring a driver's license. Mr. Grant, please unmute. Your name, please, sir.
Joshua Grant.
All right. And on behalf of Mr. Grant.
Oh, yeah, Ben Werbling on behalf of Mr. Grant.
All right. So, Mr. Grant, the prosecutors offered to dismiss 2 in exchange for your guilty plea to 2 no-point offenses. Is that your understanding, sir?
Yes.
And how are you pleading, Mr. Grant?
Guilty.
And you understand that in pleading guilty, you are giving up your rights to a trial and all the rights you would have had you gone to trial.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Grant, March 13th of 2020, were you driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
When the officer asked, were you able to give him a valid driver's license?
Yes.
You were?
No, I didn't have a valid driver's license.
Okay, thank you. And did you have proper plates on your car?
Yes, I did.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you have insurance on your car?
No, I did not.
Then your plates were improper. Secretary of State not falling for that, Mr. Grant. No, she's smarter than the average bear. She really is. So if you stop paying your insurance, the Secretary of State disables your plate. So as the police are driving down the street, they can pull up your plate, see that it's been disabled by the Secretary of State, whoop, whoop, they pull you over. Now they see you don't have a driver's license, You got some alcohol in the car. You got marijuana blunts in the car. You got all kinds of stuff going on in the car because you don't pay your insurance. And that gives them probable cause to stop you. Mr. Grant, I'm not going to charge you for that bit of legal advice.
Okay.
But I am going to ask you this question. Now that you know that, answer this question for me. Were the plates on your car proper that day?
Yes.
You ain't too bright, Mr. Grant.
They were, I guess they weren't expired, but I see what you're saying. No, they weren't proper for that day because my insurance wasn't paid.
There you go. It just took you a minute, took a second for it to kick in, but you got it now. You understand?
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Grant, I'm going to accept your guilty plea to fail to display a valid driver's license and driving with improper plates. I'm dismissing the other two matters. The fine for each of this matter is $265 times 2, that's $530. And I'm pretty sure you owe the Secretary of State at least 4 SOS tickets on these 4 matters. So that would take your total fines and costs up to $710. Mr. Grant, you owe a bond. Did you come down to the court and give us some money?
I'm not sure for those. I did. Yes, I did.
Mr. Clerk,
it was in Oakland County. They posted it for a 30 Detroit ticket.
Okay, well, let's see if you have some open bonds. Does Mr. Grant have any open bonds, Mr. Clerk?
No, Your Honor. No open bonds.
All right, so Mr. Grant, you owe $710, no bonds to apply.
Okay.
Are you paying that today, sir?
No.
What date? By what date would you like to have this paid off?
August 20th.
What's today? May. I would take you up to August 1st, August 3rd.
Okay, that's cool. I'll take it.
Mr. Grant, don't forget to pay.
I'm not.
Because if not, then you'll be back at square one.
But I took care of all my other tickets. I just couldn't pay these online. So.
No, you can't because they're misdemeanors. Because in normal times, I could put you in jail for these matters.
Right.
Okay. All right, Mr. Grant, you don't have to pay them all on one day. You can come on, you can go online or pay on at the kiosk or at the toll-free number and pay them off one at a time, as long as they're all paid off by August the 3rd. If not, then we'll probably issue a warrant for your arrest.
Okay. Are the warrants lifted?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
But your driver's license is still suspended until you take care of these tickets.
Okay.
All right. Secretary of State don't give a doggone what we do. She wants her money. And your license is suspended until you take care of it, okay? So if you go out there now, the warrants are lifted, but you're still suspended, so you can get a ticket for driving suspended right now.
Okay.
Okay, so take care of that. You're all set, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's Mr. Grant, GRA, get Miss Green, Mr. Green. People versus Sakina Greer.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know how I got this stuff. Do we have any more Greens sitting around on the screen here? We got Greer, Mr. Griffin, Lambert. Okay. We're finishing up with G's, right? This is People versus Sakina Greer on file 19-525-4471. Ms. Greer is charged with driving without ever having a driver's license. And ma'am, your name for the record?
Sakina Greer.
And for Ms. Greer?
Good morning, I've been working on behalf of Ms. Greer.
Right, Ms. Greer, the prosecutor's offered to amend this matter to fail to display a no points offense. Ms. Greer, do you have a driver's license?
I didn't know that I could go and get it, so no, ma'am.
What do you mean you know? Did you ever have a driver's license?
No, I just had my permit.
So why did you never go get the license?
I can't even lie to you.
All right.
I'll make an excuse.
All right, Ms. Greer, when did you get this ticket, ma'am?
At the end of 2019.
And so at the end of 2019, You were driving in the city of Detroit without a driver's license, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Lambert, I'm gonna come sit up, please. All right, Ms. Greer, I'm going to accept your guilty plea to that amended charge of failure to display. The fine is $5. I'm pretty sure you owe a $45 reinstatement fee to the Secretary of State.
You said how much?
$45 to the Secretary of State. Ms. Greer, did you post a bond with the court? Did you come down and give us the money? I'm sorry, what?
Yes, on April 6th. That's when I found out I had a warrant.
Okay. And how much did you post, ma'am?
$100.
So we will apply your bond to your fines and costs, and that brings the balance down to $210. Are you paying that today?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Give us a couple hours to update your file before you go online or use that. You can use the toll-free number just as easily because you only got one ticket. Do you have the file number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set. Remove you from the call, ma'am. Okay. And is there a Raymond Gordon here? Raymond Gordon. Show cause. Devin Green or Divine Green. Show cause issued for Mr. Green. And we did Mr. Johnny Green. He pled not guilty and he wants a trial May the 28th. And People versus Selma Griffin on file SP 1127-2821. Mr. Griffin charged with driving with no valid driver's license and, wait a minute, I lost my spot here. Disregarding a red signal. Mr. Griffin, where are you, sir? There you are.
I'm here.
All right, please place your appearance on the record.
Do what?
Place
Can
your
you hear
name on the record.
Selma Griffin.
Okay. And for Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Worthing on behalf of Mr. Griffin.
All right, Mr. Griffin, the prosecutor reviewed your file and they are recommending that I dismiss one of these matters. Let me see which one. Ending 8-2. No driver's license.
Because I have license.
Well, maybe that's why they're dismissing it. Maybe you didn't show the officer when you were stopped. I don't know.
Yes, I gave my license.
Mr. Griffin.
Okay.
And then they're recommending that you plead responsible to blockading, which is a no points offense, versus disregarding a red signal, which is what, 3 points, Mr. Warbling?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
Mr.
Judge.
All right, Mr. Griffin, how do you plead, sir? Responsible or not responsible to the amended charge?
Responsible.
What is this again? Mr. Warbling, I'm sorry, over here blockading. Okay, Mr. Griffin, October 22nd of last year, did you blockade traffic in the city of Detroit, sir?
Yes, I did.
All right, sir, that I'm going to accept your plea of responsible to blockading, which is no points on your record. There is a set fine since this is a civil infraction of $175. Sir, you have 10 days to pay that.
No problem. It'll be paid. I'm going to go to the kiosk and pay it.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Griffin.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
Have a blessed day.
I certainly would love to. All right, now is Claire Gulkerson here? No Claire Gulkerson. All right, we will issue a show cause for her. People versus Jawan Lambert.
How you doing?
File number SP 1125-1391. Mr. Lambert has 3 matters pending before the court: driving suspended, driving an untitled and uninsured motor vehicle. And so your name, please?
Jawan Lambert.
All right, and on behalf of Mr. Lambert?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Worthing on behalf of Mr. Lambert.
All right, Mr. Lambert, the prosecutors offered to dismiss 2 of these matters: the no registration and no insurance, in exchange for your guilty plea to fail to display a no points offense. And how are you pleading, sir?
Guilty.
And you understand that you are giving up your rights to a trial by pleading guilty.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, Mr. Lambert, October 19th of last year, were you driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
When the officer pulled you over, were you able to give him a valid driver's license?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Lambert, I'm going to accept your guilty plea to the amended charge. The fine is $265. The other two matters are dismissed. I do not believe you owe a SOS fee. So, Mr. Lambert, are you paying that in full today, sir?
Yes, I am, ma'am.
All right, give us a couple of hours to update this before you try and go online and pay it, or you might or on the toll-free line. Okay.
Okay, you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Mr. Lambert. You do the same, sir.
Thank you.
People versus Dion Latimer on file SP 1090522. Mr. Latimer has two matters pending before the court: no insurance and driving an unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Mr. Latimer, please unmute your phone, sir. What happened? Mr. Latimer, please come back.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we can. Your name, please, for the record, sir.
Dion Lattimore.
All right. And on behalf of Mr. Lattimore.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Worley on behalf of Mr. Lattimore.
Okay. Mr. Lattimore, there is a recommendation from the prosecutor that you plead guilty to improper plates, a no points offense, and that the let me just make sure I've got this right. Lattimore, that the no registration could be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
No.
What's your understanding?
Judge, I think he has valid documentation with respect to both charges.
He presented to you documentation that his vehicle was insured on, let's see what date is this. I don't have the date on the recommendation. Mr. Latimer, when did you get this ticket, sir?
Yes. When did I get it? It was
July 20th, 2020.
July 20th, 2020. July 20th, 2020.
Okay, so you have documentation showing that you had insurance on that day?
No, I had just purchased the vehicle that day. I purchased the vehicle on the 19th. He wrote the ticket on the 20th.
All right, so when did you get the vehicle insured and registered with the Secretary of State?
Insured on the 20th. I mean, on the 21st.
Mr. Latimer,
yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
When did you get the car insured and registered with the Secretary of State?
On the 21st of June. July. 21st of July.
So you have your documentation to show that, Mr. Latimer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I please see that? Just put it up to your camera. Let's see. Mr. Werbeling, you've already seen it. Is that right?
I did, Judge, and I had him ready to. Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. All right. So, Mr. Latimer, I'm going to dismiss both matters. I don't believe Mr. Clerk, does Mr. Latimer owe any SOS fees? This was a July ticket.
Yes.
You do?
Yes, I owe yes, man. I owe reinstatement.
Okay.
They spending my life.
You must have missed yeah, you did miss a court date because this is the arraignment on the bench warrant. Okay, so Mr. Latimer.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what, sir?
I was on the road and didn't even know I had missed my court because I'm a truck driver. I have my CDLs. So, and that's one of the reasons why they say they tried to, I ain't blaming the police for nothing, but I have my CDLs and I was on the road that day and I missed my son here. That's
all right.
Spending my license.
All right, so Mr. Clark, go ahead and waive those SOS fees of Mr. Latimer.
Yes.
I'm talking to the clerk.
Yes, John.
Okay, Mr. Latimer, you're all set. I waived the SOS. That means you don't have to pay the Secretary of State and the two tickets are dismissed.
And my license is valid again?
I don't know. Only thing I can tell you is what I've done, Mr. Latimer. I don't know about your license, status of it or anything. I just know that I dismissed the two tickets. I waived the Secretary of State's reinstatement fee. Now, if your license was
Okay.
suspended for some other stuff, I don't know about.
No, it's just that's what say it was because I missed the Zoom here now.
Okay. All right. Well, this should
Yeah.
put you back in good standing with the Secretary of State.
Okay. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
You're welcome.
Have
All righty. People versus Kiera Long. On file SP 1121-5451. Ms. Long has 5 matters pending before the court. No insurance or registration. Driving expired license, failed to stop, and disregarding a red signal. And ma'am, your name, please? Ms. Long? She's frozen.
Kiera Long.
Ms. Long,
Can you hear
you're barely. All right, your name, please, ma'am?
Long, I'm about to try to hook to the Wi-Fi, Your Honor. Can you hear me?
Yes, and see you. All right, ma'am, your name for the record?
Kiera Long.
All right, and for Ms. Long?
Morning, Your Honor. Ben Worming on behalf of Ms. Long.
All right, Ms. Long, it appears the prosecutor has decided to dismiss 3 of the 5 matters. He wants you to plead guilty to fail to display, which is no points, and also to blockading, which is no points. And Ms. Long, how do you plead, ma'am?
Your Honor, can I ask what is blockading?
Impeding traffic. It's knocked down from whatever you were really charged with, which was a 3 points offense down to a 0 points offense.
Okay. And the displaying, I have my license now.
But did you have them when you got the ticket?
No.
Okay, so that's the question. All right, Ms. Long, on October 12th of 2020, were you driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
When the officer stopped you, were you able to give him your driver's license?
No.
And ma'am, did you blockade traffic that day in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to accept your plea of guilty to driving without a valid driver's license and your plea of responsible to blockading. On the civil infraction, the blockading, the fine is set at $175. On the misdemeanor, the fail to display, the fine is $265. So the total between the two is $440. Ms. Long, did you post a bond in this matter?
No. Is that just one traffic stop, or is this for both?
This is for 2 different charges.
Okay.
The other three are being dismissed. So you had 5 altogether. So they dismissed 3, and you pled guilty to alternatives that don't add any points to your driving record.
Okay.
All right, but it's going to cost you $440. Ms. Long, are you paying that today?
I can't pay it today, but when can I have a date to pay it by?
Ms. Long, did you not hear what I said earlier this morning about you give me a date and I'll see if that's acceptable? I don't know your finances.
I can do it in like the middle of the month, like the 20th or something like that.
All right, May the 20th it is, ma'am. Need to have it paid. You can pay on it if you like.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. By the 20th, it'll be paid off.
Ms. Long, it needs to be paid in full by May the 20th. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna pay on it until that date.
Okay, you're all set, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know what happened, Mr. Guilford. And People versus Eric Love, Mr. Love. All right, Mr. Love has failed to appear, show cause of the issues for him. And with that, we have completed our morning docket. Mr. Wergling.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you so very much. I don't know if Mr. Guilford is going to try and call back in. Lewis, what is that phone number, the 929 number? I gotta remember that number too.
929 436 2866.
I gotta remember, we we'll just have to give Mr. Guilford a chat. And if he calls back in, just tell him to call us on this number.
Mr. Worbley, do you
have
know
a
what
good one, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Goss.
I said you have a good one.
Thank you, Mr. Goss. Thank you so very much.
All right, see you tomorrow.
What was Mr. Guilford going to accept, Mr. Worbley?
Well, it was gonna be pleading to improper plates.
Yeah.
So you want me to go and just put that in?
No. I'm not gonna issue a show cause we don't happen to have a phone number for him, do we?
Not in the file.
Okay. Well, just don't issue a show cause for him adjourn. Maybe he'll try and call back in later. I'll just leave this on the top of my my stack of recommendations. Boy, it was a bunch of people this morning. Okay. Write this phone number down somewhere where I don't have to ask again. Mr. Worbley, you're all set, sir?
All right, Judge. Good seeing you. Good seeing everybody, and be safe.
All right, thank you.
Thank you as always, Judge.
Okay. What'd you
Your
say,
Honor?
Louis? Yes.
And what you want me to do with Guilford real quick? You want me to just set it aside? Cause I don't.
Adjourn it till tomorrow.
Okay.
Just a moment.
Am I good to go, Judge?
Yep, you're all set.
See you tomorrow. See everybody tomorrow.
We'll just tell Guilford.
Are we off?